1310, Chirk Castle, just outside Llangollen, is the last Welsh castle from the reign of Edward I that still lived in today. Not to mention the fact that it was also the Middletonfamily home for over 400 years. And boy, does this place have some stories to tell.
Chirk Castle was built by an English baron called Roger Mortimer. He was one of Edward I's main men and was granted the manor of Chirkland, whereupon he built a castle here. So Chirk Castle was built as a status of an English power and authority over the Welsh nation. We still have the medieval Adam's Tower, where visitors can descend down into the original dungeon. We still have the original medieval garderobes or stone toilets. Visitors can also see the original murder holes. Unfortunately, we still have a garrison of medieval guards here today to defend the castle in the traditional ways, led by Will the Archer.
Yes, that's right. My name's Will the Archer. Here at Chirk, we're always looking for recruits to join our ranks and train and help us defend the castle. Have you got what it takes? Could you handle medieval life? Are you willing to fight?
But it's not all knights and princesses. The castle later became the home of the Middleton family.
The Middleton family set about turning Chirk Castle into a comfortable family home. The family who lived here were always at the forefront of the latest fashions in elegant living. Wood panelling prevailing in the 17th century, through to elegant plasterwork and painted ceilings in the 18th century, and then later on in the Victorian period we have the return of the Gothic style, which was very, very fashionable. One of the highlights of the Chirk Castle collection is the King's Cabinet. This cabinet was presented to the Middletons in the 1660s by King Charles II for help in restoring him to his throne. The cabinet is a beautiful work of art with inlaid silver and painted copper panels.
So in 1911, the castle actually was taken over by a different family. Lord Howard de Walden came here in 1911 and he rented Chirk from the Middletons up until the 1940s. He was what we call a polymath, so he was a man of many interests. He was an Olympic fencer, an Olympic speedboat driver. He was a big supporter of Welsh theatre and the Welsh language. Both him and his wife Margarita learnt to speak fluent Welsh and became members of the Eisteddfod. So there's many different ways that people can enjoy learning about the Howard Walden family here at Chirk. Firstly, and probably the most obvious, is this beautiful room that we're sat in, the bow room. We want people to feel comfortable. You can sit on the sofas. We've got guest books that people can look in. There's letters that have been written by all kinds of people, including royalty. We have QR tags, so if you bring your smartphone along, then you can look up all the information that way. And then for our families who like to come and visit, this is part of our costumes that you can try on and you can wear and take part in The Reluctant Dragon, our theatre production, a pantomime that Lord Howard de Walden wrote for his own children.
And if all that's not enough for you, why not explore our estate and discover breathtaking scenery and magical wildlife?
Walking in the autumn at Chirk is quite spectacular. Veteran trees, the history of Croggan-Ladys, the Battle of Croggan, spectacular views of the castle from the top of the estate. And there's no shortage of wildlife, plenty of pheasants, white park cattle and lots of sheep.
Chirk Castle has something for everyone.
Whether you're a time traveller, looking for a medieval adventure,
A lover of interior fashions and style, or you just want to get outside and into the great outdoors. For more information on planning your visit, go to the National Trust website at nationaltrust.org.uk/Chirk Castle.